2-7 CISA Battleground is brought to you by Boston Pizza, Lethbridge and District Exhibition, AGT Talking Yellow Pages, and 2-7 CISA. And by Humpty's Family Restaurant, Winners Bingo, Only Women's Fitness, and the Lethbridge JCs.
Get out of here! Oh!
The championship day of Battleground 95. Joining me, it's my co-host Rick Sadler. This is the Stanley Cup. This is the World Series. This is the Grey Cup of Battleground.
It's the Little League World Series of Battleground, big fella. And yeah, I'm excited about it. It's a great day. It's day 5. Can't wait to get underway.
I'll tell you what, these people are all winners. Each team has won, or at least were first or second in their day that they showed up for Battleground, so they're back at it. Let's introduce the team, shall we? Starting off, Rick.
Only Women's Fitness.
The Movie Mill.
Carriage House Theater.
Defending champion Alpenland Ski and Sports.
Brooks Pizza.
Humpty's Family Restaurant.
The Lethbridge JCs.
And the Rebels Brew Crew.
So without any further ado, and you certainly know how I feel about ado, let's let the games begin with our first event, the Boston Pizza Biathlon.
It's Only Women's Fitness against the Movie Mill. Only Women's Fitness came in third in the aggregate standing during the week from day number 2, and the Movie Mill from day number 1, they had 345 points, and that gave them 5th spot overall in the standings. Rick, looks like it's pretty close so far between the two of them.
It's very apparent, Mark, at this point that both teams have done this before.
One of the things about this championship is that, yes, they do know how to do it, so it's so close. Throwing for the Movie Mill, it's Craig Tokaran. Throwing for the Only Women's is Kathy Meyer. We got some points there.
Oh, good meat.
These are the top 2 teams of the entire week. Carriage House blew everyone away all week long, gaining 449 points, and Alpenland, who are the defending champions from last year, they came in second this week with 370 points. Looks like Carriage House is living up to their reputation as speedsters here, although looks like they've got some points knocked over as they hit something out there.
They hit the OB, as in they say on the golf course. They were OB over there.
And looks like 15 points there throwing for Karen Alm from Alpenland, so they get some extra points, but it looks like it was Carriage House winning the heat.
Good heat.
And it's Brooks Pizza with Humpty's Family Restaurant. As we get into the action here, I might note that Humpty's Family Restaurant had the lowest score of our top 8. Not that that's significant or anything today, because it's a brand new ball game, although they are struggling right now.
I'd hate to see anyone just snuck in, but they just snuck in, Mark Campbell.
Looks like it's Brooks Pizza 2 for 1. Getting to the line is Jared Pearson as he throws. He gets 15. He gets another 15. And, man! Good job. Darren Heilman throwing for Humpty's. Misses all 3. Well, if the Lethbridge Mounties need a right-hander from the bullpen, perhaps Jared Pearson's the man that they'll look for, Rick.
If baseball ever goes to using beanbags, Mark, they're in. And there's his third one, 45 points right there.
It's Lethbridge JCs against Rebels Brew Crew. And a blistering fast heat here.
Virtual dead heat so far. I see Rebels are starting to fall behind just a tad now.
Lethbridge JCs, by virtue of their win on day 3, are in here. And the Rebels Brew Crew just barely getting in yesterday. On day number 4, JC's slightly ahead. Throwing for them will be Keith Laundrie. And throwing for the Brew Crew will be Jason Roycroft. Here comes Jason's throw, 15, and he gets 15. It looks like Keith has, or rather Jason had a couple of 15s in there too. Another lightning fast round.
Absolutely.
Don't go away. There's more action to come with the AGT Talking Yellow Pages Triathlon right after this. A lightning fast first round of the Boston Pizza Biathlon, and here are your standings after the first round. Only Women's Fitness and Carriage House tied for first spot. In second spot, it's Alpenland on their own and tied as well for fourth and fifth spot, the JCs and Rebels.
Coming in after that is Brooks Pizza, where they say, yeah, right. Movie Mill, and bringing up the rear at this point after one round is Humpty.
Yeah, all right, let's get into the Talking Yellow Pages triathlon. And it is the Carriage House against Alpenland here, and Alpenland struggling off here. Now remember, they're the defending champions from last year. Might want to note that Karen Alm is replacing the veteran Jim Lawson. That could be a big story here today, Rick Sadler.
I will tell on that one, Mark Campbell, but I see Carriage House in the lead. They're on the Red River carts in the second portion of the triathlon now.
These guys were hot all week, and they are hot here today as they get to the line and throwing. The Carriage House will be, or rather, getting the ducks on Kevin Redford. One swoop, and it's done. Here comes Karen Alm, the rookie. Is she going to get the ducks out? Let's see how she does. Oh, it's tough. Oh, yes. She never got some strategy training, but finally gets all three out. Good match for the Carriage House. Watch Kevin one swoop Redford here with the Carriage House getting his head in, and
Where do you practice this?
lots of places in Cardston, apparently. It's Brooks Pizza and Humpty's Family Restaurant right off the top. Oh, Humpty's, where were they last night that they can't get going here, Rick?
Houston, we have a problem.
And moving up, Brooks Pizza getting over the line as they get into the Red River carts. Whoops, they're not over the line yet. So that could be some points taken off there for Brooks 2-for-1 Pizza. There they go in the Red River cart. Finally, the Movie Mill is getting across their line and getting into the Red River carts. Oh, we got some pylon problems.
It's a bumpy ride, these little Red River carts.
Indeed it is. There, oh, look at that.
Another one fell swoop sort of idea with
Jared
the ducks.
Pearson, unbelievable with a one head fake. And Humpty's now. Here comes Brian Zappi. 1-2, and
I don't think so.
if he could just flick that hair just in a little way.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Well, Andrea Byrne having a little trouble here during the triathlon as she just gets across the line and trips over it.
Flat, out of her bindings.
It's a battle of two teams tied for third place here in the Talking Yellow Pages triathlon. It's the Lethbridge JCs and the Brew Crew from Rebels. JC's in all blue and doing very well, getting across the line and into the Red River carts, slightly ahead of the Brew Crew right now.
But you know what's key is no penalty points so far. All the pylons remain standing.
And that's good news for the JCs. Waiting by the duck pond for the JCs, it's Jeff Zawalka. He's got them all out. Boy, these guys are pros. There's Trevor Navrot for the Brew Crew, and he's got them out. Another lightning round. Watch Jeff Zawalcott and Trevor Navort. Boy, just doing the damage here with the Ducks in record fast time.
It didn't happen quite that fast in reality, but close. They were quick.
Only Women's Fitness, who right now in first place against the Movie Mill, who are in fifth place. Another interesting note here for the Only Women's Fitness. Ryan Meyer has been replaced by Harry Dick. Whether or not that's going to make a difference, well, that remains to be seen as well.
My wager at this point would be the fitness group would be the guys in the sweatpants, the warm-up pants, and the stretch pants. The fitness-looking outfits.
They certainly are fitness, and die-hard T-shirts would be the ones from the Movie Mill. That's my guess as well.
Thank you.
Look at them go! That's
almost a dead heat at this point, and
what can you say? Don Blacks and Craig took Karen. Unbelievable! I can't even tell who won that one.
you blink and you missed it. We'll be back with the excitement of the 2-7 Pony Express right here on 2-7 Battleground.
Well, after the AGT Talking Yellow Pages triathlon, you know that these people have been here before. Another lightning round, and in first place, where they've left off from before, Rick Sadler.
Carriage House in first place, followed in second by Only Women's Fitness. Then the Lethbridge JCs and Alpenland and Rebels tied for fourth.
And rounding it off, the Movie Mill, Brooks Pizza, and Humpty's. Let's get into the Pony Express. Another lightning round coming up here. It's Brooks Pizza on the left.
That's got to hurt, Mark Campbell.
Is this a football drill or what's the deal there? Against Humpty's, we got 3 balls. The faster you get there, the better your time will be. There's the third shot. They did no points.
No one's hitting anything here.
No,
there you go. Oh, it's becoming a free-for-all again.
And here we go. Oh, she got off in time. Watch Darren Hellman on the right there for Humpties.
This is what they call a leap of faith.
Ow!
Yeah. Let's take another look at that. And yeah, he survived though.
It's a beautiful balloon. And we've got the JCs taking on the Rebels Brew Crew right through the chute real fast. There goes Jeff Zawalcott and passing off. You don't try these just like
that.
These can be won or lost with this, but look at
That
that.
is how it's done.
Fastly done, and of course every time you throw, if it's the first one, you get bonus points for that, so well done. And this is kind of a magic bullet thing here. Watch Jason Roycroft hit, and the ball...
Nowhere near,
Yeah.
really.
How did that happen?
The grassy knoll, perhaps, up to the right.
Team's ready.
And the Movie Mill looking for a big win here as they try to move from second spot, or rather, the only women's fitness is in second spot. There's the handoff.
All important handoff.
Looks like the Movie Mill's having a little struggle there. Oh,
There's a
first
hit.
ball throwing, and down comes the water. Good job there for our thrower there with the only women's fitness.
Yeah.
And away we go. Team number one there. The Carriage House. Look at that fast exchange. This is unbelievable.
Quickly through the gun.
Oh, and first ball.
A couple of direct hits.
No wonder these guys are in first place for the Carriage House. And here we go with Alpenland as they throw once, and they're already down anyway. Nicely done. The ever-popular Wild and Wet Lethbridge and District Exhibition Bucket Brigade is next. An incredible round of the CISA Pony Express. Rick Sadler, the number one team still, and they mean business. Carriage House up on top, followed by Women's Fitness, the JCs, and Brooks Pizza in fourth spot.
All right, in Alpenland, right after Brooks Pizza, we've got the Movie Mill, Rebels, and bringing up the rear is Humpty's Family Restaurant.
All right, it's where it could be won or lost. It's the Lethbridge and District Exhibition Bucket Brigade next. Oh, and it looks as though the Brew Crew from Rebels just says, we're not going to win this. Let's just get the JCs wet.
The humanity.
Now, if the JCs have a good bucket brigade here, they have a shot at pulling into second or even first place. So they got to take this one very seriously.
In direct opposition to Rebels Brew Crew, who apparently are mostly set on getting the crowd wet at this point.
It's all a matter of attitude, I guess.
Just easy there on that water over there, big fella.
Okay, up on top, accepting the water for the Lethbridge JCs. It's Aaron Gibson, and getting wet up there, I might add, too. Hillary Pascal for the Rebels Brew Crew taking the water.
You know, Mark Campbell is the humble commentator. I'm just here to tell you that fun is fun, but he who gets the most water in the barrel is he who wins first.
He indeed
Fun
is.
is fun. It's all fun until someone loses some points.
I don't know if people notice it, but Windy Whiskers just got nailed, and actually
I see that.
I'm pretty happy about that myself.
I have no problem with that whatsoever.
The guy never says anything.
No. This is not word number one.
Lethbridge JCs, by the way, on day 3 had 344 points. That was good enough for the 6th spot overall in the standings. Rebels kind of coming towards the end there at the 7th spot with 335 in day 4. And JCs have won this event. Will Rebels want to continue or just get wins more? You can tell that they're just kind of walking and saying, I don't care. Ahoy! The teams in the dark shirts here now in second spot right now. Oh, that one hurt.
Mark Campbell, I haven't seen that since that gymnast went into the pommel horse on Wide World of Sports.
That's Murray there with the Movie Mill who took that tumble. I hope he's all right.
We just saw the TSN turning point, Mark Campbell.
Man, yeah, the Movie Mill in 6th spot. And as I was mentioning, only Women's Fitness was in 2nd spot. They gotta watch that footing. Perhaps consider it next year.
Yeah.
Get some of those broom ball spikes.
Broom ball spikes,
I
yeah.
think that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Want
Now-
to thank our judges for today who are from the Lethbridge Regional Hospital, Denise Nikolichuk, or Nikolachuk, and Jan Brown. They're the ones that are watching the pylons, watching where the water goes, and watching where all of the timed events go.
You know what I'm noticing so far here in heat number 2 of the Bucket Brigade is that these two teams are taking things a little more seriously. You don't see as much water flying around in this particular one.
Of course, there's a lot of things that are up for grab here. Only Women's Fitness in second spot, and a good race here could get them into first place.
Apparently, I spoke too soon on the no foolery regard there. We have a little water starting to fly now, but 2 real good times going here so far.
And good thing that nobody else has fallen so far. We do have a dangerous turf right now. We're going to have that as a replay, I'll tell you. You're going to have a look at that a little later on.
It looks like we have a winner, Mark.
Looks like it's only Women's Fitness has won this event. And, of course, there goes Kathy Meyer saying, well, let's get everybody wet here.
Of course, there's no such thing as a good winner here in the Bucket Brigade. We lose, well, then we're going to have to soak the other team.
Exactly. Uh-oh. He took a real dive.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for waiting till I took all the electronics off my pocket.
Well, in the words of Pee Wee Reese, watch Murray Millward as he runs down and slugs into third.
We have the highlight of the night right there.
That's a Curtis Award if I ever saw.
Buckets on the ground. Team's ready.
It's Carriage House Theater who are in first place against Alpenland Ski and Sports, and I'll tell you, Carriage House has been blowing them away all week long, and they are blowing them away today.
And once again, you can tell a couple of teams who are out for victory more than the fun of it all, because not a lot of water flying around again here.
Well, of course, that's it's early in this competition.
It's very early, that's true.
Want to thank PV Mart for providing the trough today, as they have all week, and also Allied Equipment Rentals for supplying our scaffold and lift, which we couldn't do this show without those scaffolds.
Who do we thank for the water?
Well, we can thank Kevin Costner. I thank you very much for that. Up on top for the Carriage House Theater, Jamie Stewart, and up on top for Alpenland Ski and Sports, it's Maxine Chandler. Running down below, it's Kevin Redford and Andre Hicken for the Carriage House Theater, and Wade Fleming and Karen Alm, who once again, as I mentioned, is replacing the veteran Jim Lawson today for Alpenland. Alpenland are defending champion. It's going to take a miracle for them to repeat today, I think.
Carriage House got into what they call in the Battleground business is kind of a defensive shell, kind of guarding the lead.
Guarding the lead.
Mark Campbell, yeah.
And I think they're doing a good job of it right now.
They're playing the trap, as they say.
Little Jacques Lemaire strategy. They've already won it. My gosh, well done for the Carriage House. And now they're going to start into some foolery here as Alpenland tries to continue on and get their water in. Seems as if Maxine up on top is a little fatigued as she tries to get that water, not with a lot of enthusiasm.
No.
Back and forth we go. Here comes...
Carriage House already drying off in the bleachers, and these guys are still...
And they're just finished there, too.
There they go. There they go.
Good job. It's a matter of pride here today for Brooks Pizza and Humpy's Family Restaurant. As Brooks Pizza's in fourth spot, actually, really not a lot of hope of getting into the final two anyway.
Not a real threat.
And not really a threat, not even in the slightest thought, is Humpy's Family Restaurant. But they're happy and they're smiling.
They're having a good time.
That's the important thing here.
Well, important. It's not as important as winning, but it's important. Winning is kind of key too.
It kind of helps in the matters, but looks like they're more interested in dousing the next person beside them.
Which in and of itself is very important.
Indeed. Want to mention that all of the contestants all week long brought non-perishable food items to the Lethbridge Interfaith Food Bank, and we thank them for doing that.
I see Humpty's Family Restaurant has even resorted to the somewhat cannibalistic task of dosing each other now. What fun can there be in that?
I guess, oh my God.
Great
What
Scott, he's abandoned all hope of winning.
Throwing all barrels to the wind, as they say. That up on top there for Humpty's is that Humpty's? Yeah, that's Derek. Brian Zachary. That's who that is.
Stop waving at us and keep filling your barrels, big fella. Waving at us does you no good. You've got the fire hose over here, Mark Campbell, and I don't know what to make of this.
I think this is the part where I think the referee comes in and says, No game.
Just
no
when
game.
I thought I'd seen it all. No, there's no room at the trough,
Let's
as they
see.
say.
Rub-a-dub-dub. 3.
3 Humpties in a tub. Easy on the fire hose now. Stick around for the final tally right after this on 2 and 7 Battleground.
There you have it. 1995 Battlegrounds is over. Boy, I tell you, these people all day today, just fast times all the way through.
I know that because I watched some of the earlier broadcasts from some of the earlier days. Today was so much faster, it was remarkable. These people obviously having done this before.
Well, maybe with the exception of our last place team, but we won't hold that against them. Let's go from bottom to top. Rick Sadler.
Coming in at number 8, Humpty's Family Restaurant. Number 7, the Rebels Brew Crew. In 6th position, the team from the Movie Mill. And in 5th, the team from Alpenland Ski and Sports. Would you like me to keep going, Mark? Or, all right. 4th would be Brooks Pizza.
All right. Guess what? I think this may be the first time in our history, but we had a tie for second place. Goes to Only Women's Fitness and Lethbridge JC's. Our champions, and they dominated all week long. They dominated today. Carriage House Theater. There they are. There they are. Let's bring out Len Vanderwall. Congratulations to our champions today. I tell you, it was just unbelievable what they did. We'll see you again next year. For Rick Sadler, I'm Mark Campbell. This has been 2 and 7 CISA Battlegrounds.
Two and 7 CISA Battleground has been brought to you by Boston Pizza, Lethbridge and District Exhibition, AGT Talking Yellow Pages, 2 and 7 CISA, and by Humpty's Family Restaurant, Winners Bingo, Only Women's Fitness, and the Lethbridge JCs.